Hi, this is my Noor Sumro, and this is the third episode in my series for recruiters, in which I'm talking about recruitment as a career and as a business. I run the Mushawar group of companies. These are primarily recruitment organizations and agencies that are working for clients in UK, Europe, North America, GCC, and South Asia. We're working with a lot of technology companies and FMCGs. And this is the third episode. And if you've not seen my previous episodes, you can watch them on all of our digital platforms. So either on YouTube, on Instagram, or LinkedIn, you should be able to find them on my profile. So the first episode we talked about connecting with people. I think that was the first lesson I learned, and the thing I realized that makes recruitment successful for me. Connecting with people means knowing their stories, knowing their personal likes and dislikes. I understand there's not enough time for us as recruiters to sometimes go through that process with such depth, but whenever we can, we should get to know our candidates, we should get to know our hiring managers, and add that extra personal element to the thread. The second lesson that sort of I learned and I firmly believed in is realizing that whenever you're going through a recruitment thread, there's not just one important person in that thread. There are three important stakeholders. One is your employer, the other is you, and then the third is your candidate. Yes, your candidates are just as important. They can be your lead generators for future, and you don't even have to invest financially in this whole model, because you're just doing your work and you're creating testimonials for yourself for your future. So basically, I just talked about how important both of these stakeholders are for your success. And the third lesson that we're going to talk about today is research. So I 110% believe that you can't be a great recruiter if you're not a great researcher. And I say that because you need to know how to use search engines. You need to know how to use different social media platforms, um, and these are crucial to your success. You need to know how to find and search information and people. So every time you start on a new task, on a new job role, you first need to ensure that you have all the information you need. Make sure that your hiring managers give you all the information for the role, and then learn more about the organization, the industry, the competitors, the top skills that are needed to be successful in that industry and in that role. Research it. So I'm a technology. I've been a technology expert, recruitment expert. So what I do is, the first thing I do is, every time I'm given a technology position, I would read the job description. I would pick out the keywords and I would research all of those platforms, technical platforms, whether it's programming, whether it's database. I would go online and search about it. So I know what mobile application looks like, and what are different kinds of mobile applications, or what are the different kinds of programming languages available in the market, and what are the new technical trends that are happening in the market. So 10 years ago, 10 years back, I was only perhaps hiring for .NET and Java, but then I started hiring for iOS, and then I started hiring, and now we've been hiring for Amazon Web Services, AWS, we're talking about AI, we're talking about cloud services. So continuously each industry is evolving, and you have to evolve with it. You have to know what your industry does and does not do. You need to be updated about the technical skills that are most required, most valued, and you need to really know your stuff to be impressive enough for the candidates to listen to you, and the hiring managers to choose you as their preferred recruiter. I make relationships with my employers because I'm able to convince them, and convince myself that I know what they need, and for that research is extremely important. So even before I go and meet a hiring manager or I jump on a call, if I'm expecting that they're going to talk to me about a role, I would do some research about the role before I hop onto the call. I'll do a research about what generally job roles are there in the market, in the skills that they need to hire, what is generally the industry's salary, experience criteria, and I will add that information to the knowledge of my employer. So it helps because then the employer trusts me with giving me more information about the role and about the company. They know that the reason they are giving me this information is it's going to make my recruitment process stronger and would give them better candidates. If a hiring manager or an employer is unable to give me the right information, and I am not able to curate that information that they've given me in the right manner, the recruitment process is going to be a complete failure. So, the third most important lesson to take away today is do your research, be 100% on the information that you need to make this recruitment process a success. Because if you know everything, you'll be able to answer everything a candidate asks you. Candidates are generally not impressed if you don't have answers to all the questions they need. That is why I prefer having all the information myself, even when sometimes an employer does not know exactly what they're looking for. They know that they need a skill to hire, but they don't know where they will find it. They don't know what is available in the market. You then do the research and you have to get back to your employer and tell them this is what it is, this is what your competitors are doing, this is the skill set that's available in the market, this is what it's going to cost you. And so you become an advisory role as well. So apart from the recruitment role, you're basically advising them about how to go about hiring the right people for the right job. So yeah, I think the key takeaway today, in the third lesson, is research. Do your research, know your people, know the industries you're working for, know your job roles, and just be well informed, because I am 110% sure you would prefer working for someone or going through a process with someone who knows more than you about the role. The candidates are generally people who wouldn't know more about the role until they have actually appeared for interviews and talked to the employers. So basically, you should know more about the role. Your employers, of course, can give you limited information about the company, whatever they have, but it's about you. You have to find out why your employer is better than their competitors in the market to ensure that you can convince the right candidate to apply for that role. And for that, you need to do research. I hope this was helpful. I am always awaiting your feedback. I'm always awaiting questions from you. So if you have any questions about recruitment as a career, if you have any questions about recruitment as a business, don't forget to email it to me or DM me or just comment it under this video, and I will get back to you about it. Thank you so much. Until the next week, when I come back with the fourth important lesson that I've learned as a recruiter. Take care. Bye.